Hello, my collective. Let's go ahead and get our weekly message. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you this week, what to watch out for, what's coming in, what do you need to know. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. As always, if you are interested in booking a personal with me, right now I am running a sale for Thanksgiving, so use code Thanksgiving at checkout. The link to that will be in the description box below. This is a collective message, so please take it as it resonates to you and your situation. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. We're going to pull 3 cards. Let's kind of see, what does Spirit have to say for this week? Okay, we have 2 cards that wanted to fly on out. We said we have check in with your body and release tension that you are carrying. And then we have let your feelings out, allow all of them, even the ones that scare you. Wow, okay, we have a good check-in this week. Let's see, what's the last card? We have live your life with both feet in. Commit fully to being here. Okay. I'm going to say this week it is time for you to really focus in more on yourself, okay? And we are kind of ending Mercury retrograde. We're kind of wrapping up that Mercury retrograde energy. And so I really want you to kind of touch base into your feelings. And I said with the beginning of this Mercury retrograde, I was like, I feel this is more of a what do we need to release? What do we need to let go of? What needs to change kind of Mercury retrograde, okay? And so there could have been some insecurities or some worries that were kind of brought forward within this Mercury retrograde. And I feel that we're kind of closing that chapter up. Now, I do feel that there could be a lot that you're holding in, whether this be about a situation, a person, something specifically. I think that this is the week to kind of let your voice be heard in a good way, where it's like you kind of find that backbone and speak out for yourself, okay? Let your feelings out, all of them. Even if you're worried how somebody's going to take it back in, right? And I feel this could go into friends, family, romances, job places where it's like it's time for your voice to be heard. I feel that we're holding a lot in as a collective, and it's like if you want to kind of be somewhere emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, it's time to really start putting yourself forward, putting yourself first. I feel that this is like really not taking care of everybody else around you, but more taking care of yourself. It's time to do a check-in. Where are you mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually? And what do we need to change to get to where we want to be? Okay. And for some of you, it's like it's time for you to speak up about something, even if you're really worried about it or you're scared about it. It's like it's time to let this go, because holding it in is creating tension, creating some rocks in your bag per se. And it's like that's not doing you any justice. And so if you're worried about creating an argument or a fight with somebody, and it's not that you're going to come at them in a sideways way, okay? And again, this is different for everybody, but I feel that it's time to kind of speak out for yourself. And this could be something where it's been a long time coming, or something within this week where it's like you're kind of worried to speak up to this person because of how they'll kind of handle it or how they'll react or how they'll take it. But don't worry about that. In order for you to be able to really truly let this go and stop maybe being walked all over, or to be able to let this emotion kind of flow through you, I have to speak up about it. I have to communicate this to you, because if not, I'm still holding it in. This is going to continue to happen. Okay, we also have live your life with both feet in, commit fully to being here. I really want to say it's time for you to really focus on yourself in a lot of different ways. Where are you looking to resonate? Where do you want to be? What do we need to do to change that? Energetically, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, what do we need to do to change that? Okay, we have compassion, and I feel this goes more in for yourself, okay? And it says you are being asked to be kinder to yourself, okay? Give yourself a break instead of being a task maker, okay? I do want to say that sometimes we can be our biggest critics, all right? In a lot of different ways, yeah. And then we have resolution, expand your horizons. If you're somebody who needs to speak out to somebody else this week, and this could go to yourself as well, but if you're somebody who needs to speak out to somebody or a situation, I feel that this is where it's like, give yourself the grace. Don't be so scared. And when you decide to step forward and kind of speak about it, a lot of things are going to kind of resolve themselves naturally. And so you're not going to have to worry so much when it comes into something. Like somebody will be more understanding than what you think. And maybe at first they're a little resistant, but it's like then they take a step back and they really kind of overthink the situation, and they're like, okay, that makes sense. I could have made this person feel a certain way. Maybe I do need to make these changes, but it's time for you to let this go. And for some of you, this could be where it's like you feel like I feel like maybe there's been something in the past, and so you try to be quieter or whatever the case might be. And it's like, now is not the time to be that way. It's like you're being asked to kind of speak out for yourself, be kinder to yourself, really allow your emotions to flow and stop holding them in. And I feel for some of you, it's like it's time to express them. And maybe in the past, you've expressed something, or I just feel like you try to hold a lot in, and it could be tied to the past in some way, shape, or form. And it's like, it's time to let that go, okay? All right. Oh my gosh, look what came forward. Letting go. 555. I love that. It is time to let go of some energies. And this could be physically, or this could just be like worries, stresses, but it's time to let some things go. All right, let's go ahead and pull 2 more cards, or let's pull 3 more. We have stability. I want to say if you're worried about something, I just don't feel, destiny. And we have the present. Okay. I feel if you're worried about something, like speaking out for yourself, or kind of like letting something be known in some way, shape, or form, and this can go into others, this could go into like certain situations. I just feel if you're worried about something specifically, I want you to let that worry go. I just feel like the worrisome energy is stemming from the past. And let's say like you're in a new relationship, okay? This isn't going to resonate with everybody, but take it where it does resonate. Is I feel that, let's say you were in a relationship in the past, and it's like you couldn't speak up for yourself because it would create an argument. It would create like this whole fiasco. But now you're in a new relationship, and it's like being able to speak out to this person. It's like they'll be very understanding and willing to make the changes, okay? We have 555 and 1111 on here as well. We also have dreams. I want to say for you, and we have Taurus, so you could be a Taurus. You don't have to be, but I do feel like there's a sense of grounding energy, and that's coming through the stability. So really kind of grounding yourself in that sense. I want to say when it comes into this energy, it's really time to let go of some things that you've been carrying in. And this could go to yourself, this could go into others. But if you've been holding on to some feelings, emotions, worries, anxieties, stresses, it is time to let them go. Because focusing in on them, I don't feel like you're being kind to yourself. I feel like you're kind of holding a lot against yourself, which is kind of making it a struggle with the stability in some way, shape, or form, if you're trying to expand in some way. Now, for others of you, I just feel like it's like you letting this go, you're going to find some stability. I want you to be more focused in on the present. What do you want to attract? What do you want to bring forward? Okay. Again, where it's like live with both feet in the door, not out the door where it's like, oh, that would be wonderful, but I don't think I'm going to make it there in some way, shape, or form. Okay. You do have a lot of spiritual, like a big spiritual team on the other side, the collective, that is really aligning with this. I do feel like there's a big spiritual team for you on the other side. And they're really trying to connect with you to help you work through whatever this is, whether this be speaking up for yourself or speaking up to yourself, where it's like, it is time to release and let go of some things that you've been holding on to. It is not in a place of like where it's suitable or it's helping you. I just feel like it's like rocks in your bag that's kind of weighing you down. And it's like, I want you to focus on your stability, because there's so much more to your story with this destiny. There's so much more to your story. Focus in on the present more, okay? Really try to ground yourself as well when you start to feel worried. Yeah, when you really start to feel worried, I want you to focus in on grounding yourself. We have the Knight of Cups coming forward. This too, I want to relate this in a couple different ways, where it's like, I want you to focus on something where it's like maybe letting go of something emotionally that was like damaging to you, or it's time for you to follow your heart, okay? And for some of you, this could be a relationship that was really damaging to you. It's time to kind of let go of that, the worries, the stresses, and I kind of brought that forward in the beginning. All right, we have the World. Let's pull 2 more cards. What else does Spirit have to say? Yeah, there's something new coming in for you. Okay, my collective, there's something new coming. Wow. I was already going to say you're kind of completing something, but with this Wheel of Fortune, I really feel like this is kind of just emphasizing there was a completion of an energy in some way, shape, or form, and it's time to let that go. I really feel it's time to kind of let your heart kind of express itself, or really listening into your heart, your true emotions. and not in a way of, right? I always say, in order to get through an emotion, we have to go, like, in order to kind of get over it, we have to go through it. And so really allow that emotion to work through you in some way, shape, or form. But I just feel that emotion or that worry or that stress, it's in the past. And focusing in on it is kind of like creating a resistance in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like it's time for you to really focus on a sense of stability. Where do you want to go? And focusing in on the present, okay? I need to focus in on the present, not in the past, but in the present. And is that easier said than done? Yes. But what opportunities, what do you want to come forward for you? Because it's now time for some luck or some success to be on your side. And this could be something where it's been a long time coming, or it's like this is what it's time for you to really focus in on. Let's go ahead and pull 3 more cards. Let's just get some final messages for this week. What else does Spirit have to say? And we have reward and recognition. And so I do just feel like there's a time. I feel for some of my collective, it's like you've been quiet for too long. It's time for you to speak out to yourself. It's time for you to speak out for yourself. And it's like in doing so and kind of finding that backbone again, you're going to really start to be recognized, and Spirit's going to reward you for really kind of listening into yourself or allowing your emotions to speak. Like, hey, no, that really hurt me. Hey, no, I don't like that. That's not suitable for me. Okay. It's like, here's the recognition. Here's that new opportunity or something coming forward. And for you, this opportunity is a part of your path. Okay. With this Destiny card, it's like, this is a part of your path. There's more for you. Don't think of yourself as less. All right, let's go ahead and pull 3 more cards. All right, I really do feel like this is like it's time to find some balance. Yeah, and I want to say there's a lot of balance here emotionally. And so I feel within this week, yeah, whatever has happened emotionally to you, you're really working through that. And like I said, I think I started the reading with this where it's like we are kind of entering Mercury retrograde. And so I feel we're kind of closing out some chapters. And again, with this world where it's like we've completed some energy. And it's like that's not where you need to focus anymore. Okay. That energy from the past is not where you need to resonate. It's not where you need to be. It is time to let some things go that you have held on to. Okay. Whether this be choices of your own or this be choices of other people that they've kind of put you through. It is time to let them go and really find some balance in this and really feel stable emotionally. Okay. You trust in yourself. You trust in your emotions. To me, with this star here as well, it's like Spirit's kind of giving you some rejuvenation or kind of some renewal where it's like I was feeling a certain way, but I'm not in that energy anymore. For a lot of my collective, I really want you to start being kinder to yourself or kind of giving yourself that sense of it's okay to express myself, maybe even working on the sacral a little bit where I feel that I can give myself some self-expression, I can have some fun. It's time for some renewal, and I think Spirit's bringing that in within this week. It's like it's really going to kind of be put into perspective for you within this week where it's like, okay, you're right, I do need to let some things go. I am not focusing on what I want to happen. I'm focusing more on the past energy because I'm worried about this. But you've moved past that. We've completed that. You don't need to worry about that energy any longer, okay? I am sending you all lots of love and light. I hope you enjoyed your weekly message. Within this week, please speak up for yourself, be kinder to yourself, and ground yourself. And let your emotions work through you, okay? I'm sending you all lots of love and light. Take care.